Hello, and welcome to this presentation on the Breath Explor Sampling Device. For the next few minutes, I will walk you through the benefits of using exhaled breath as a specimen for drug testing and the possibilities available through the sensitive sampling offered by Breath Explor and LC-MS analysis. On this slide, you can see what the sampling device looks like. The construction looks deceivingly simple, but that's also the beauty of it. Inside the body of the device, there are three collectors providing A, B, and C samples from one and the same test. The device has been used in a study by Sefaraj et al., published in the Journal of Breath Research in 2018. The Breath Explor device has been in routine use at the Karolinska University Hospital from 2017 to 2019, and then the pandemic broke out, but let's not go there. Now I'm going to explain the rationale for using breath samples for drug testing. We're all familiar with the fact that we breathe to rid the blood of CO2 and fill it with oxygen. The alveoli are the smallest and most distal parts of the lungs, and this is where the CO2 for oxygen exchange happens. Alongside CO2, the blood leaves other traces of substances, which get caught in the alveolar fluid, the surfactant DPPC. When we breathe, aerosol particles from the surfactant will travel out through the mouth and nose. These are the particles which we collect with the Breath Explor Sampling Device. This slide illustrates the breathing maneuver used to leave a sample with the Breath Explor device. The test taker needs to exhale fully and hold the breath for a few seconds, inhale and then exhale through the device. This is repeated 10 times. As explained by Professor Alving in the bottom right corner of this slide, this maneuver causes the alveoli to open and close. This releases more particles from the alveoli, increasing the amount of DPPC in the collected material. Kjell Alving, Professor of Respiratory Pharmacology at Uppsala University, Sweden, describes Breath Explor as a highly interesting new method that should be further explored, since the material collected with it has been proven to originate in the peripheral airways, a feat which sets Breath Explor apart from collection methods currently used in clinical settings. Apart from the actual technique of gathering large quantities of DPPC, the Breath Explor method has another major benefit. It is non-invasive. There's no need for practices which may be varyingly invasive in nature, like, for example, supervision during a urine test, which also affects test levers disproportionately based on gender, or blood samples. In addition to this, breath is always readily available. Thanks to this, a sampling officer may collect up to 10 samples per hour. To further simplify the process, we have developed an instructive app to help with the breath maneuver. We're also working on a digital chain of custody document. In all, this makes the Breath Explor method highly efficient. Professor Olof Beck, Karolinska Institute, Sweden, emphasizes that exhaled breath offers a unique possibility of non-invasive collection of material from the airways. In other words, Breath Explor is not just noteworthy as a non-invasive drug testing method, but as an airway sampling method more generally. Professor Beck has shown that breath sampling is effective for workplace drug testing since it is non-invasive, always available, and sensitive with a short detection time. The analysis of the Breath Explor samples is simple and reliable for a number of reasons. We use highly sensitive LC-MS technologies, both for screening and confirmation. The method minimizes false negatives, has low consumable costs, and it is easy to customize the test panel according to the customer's needs. We also use robot automation, which will be demonstrated by a video at the end of this presentation. Last but not least, particles in breath are chemically less complex than other types of samples used for drug analysis. Dr. Jack Henion, Professor Emeritus at Cornell University, the US, explains that aerosol particles from exhaled breath may be analyzed more easily than blood, plasma, or urine, thanks to its chemical matrix being simpler. He emphasizes that for this to work, however, you need to use modern LC-MS technologies, just like we do for Breath Explor samples. On this slide, you can see but a selection of the substances of abuse detected in breath samples. Studies have been conducted using a test panel of up to 48 substances. Here we have a video of the Breath Explor sample preparation carried out by the collaborative robot Yumi. The robot prepares the A sample for analysis and the B and C samples for freezer storage. It conducts every step of the process with minute precision, maintaining the chain of custody thanks to barcode control against other computerized control systems. The whole cycle takes less than a minute. All the lab technician needs to do is press play. To round things off, we have some practical details. Breath Explor is developed and patented in Sweden and patent pending internationally. The manufacturing is done in our factory in Uppsala. Breath Explor is registered as a medical product in the EU according to the CE IVDD General. Our robot automation partner, ABB, has support in 53 countries. It's been my pleasure to introduce you to the Breath Explor Sampling Device today. Once you've had a chance to catch your breath, please feel free to visit our website. And with that, I would like to thank you for your attention and wish you a pleasant day.